YA books that do not read like YA. YA refers to young adult books, so it's usually books written for an audience that's 14 to 18. And although these books are technically labeled YA, I forgot they were young adult the whole time I was reading them. Brand new to this list is An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. I just finished this and I cannot believe this is young adult. If you have put off picking up this series because it's labeled young adult, please do not. The character development, the plot, the world building, like it all feels much more mature than most YA fantasy that I've read, and I highly recommend these. House of Hollow by Crystal Sutherland and The Invocations by Crystal Sutherland. This is kind of Crystal Sutherland's niche. I would say she does like intense, dark horror young adult that really does not feel young adult. Our characters might be 16 to 18, but they are dealing with things that no 16 to 18-year-old or really adult should have to face. When I was 16, I was not dealing with this. Like, I was just trying to figure out how to get Zachary Brown to go to homecoming with me. I was not dealing with this shit. A Study in Drowning by Ava Reid. This didn't read different from any of her adult fiction. And Effie is a great protagonist who feels very mature and very thought out. Also, the world building is dazzling. The writing and the prose are beautiful. It's labeled YA, but it is not. Strange the Dreamer by Lanny Taylor. Again, the immense world building in this series alone is just so dense and beautiful and intricate. Like, I don't know how this can be young adult. This is one of my dad's favorite series, and he's in his 60s. So just read these. Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. I was shocked when I found out that these were marketed and marked as YA. And it would be interesting to know why they decided to do that, because these really read like historical fantasy to me. Where the Dark Stands Still by A.B. Pornacki. Lush character development, lush world building, beautiful prose, excellent writing. This is definitely one I would not skip if you're like, oh, I don't read YA, because there's so much goodness in this story. And then finally, What the River Knows by Isabella Banez. This is a duology that is full of lush history. It's technically historical fiction, but it has like magic realism in it. I do think there's something in this book for every adult reader as well. Some young adult recommendations that do not read or feel like YA. What is a book that you've read that you would add to this list?